Welcome to Grid Location and Coordinate Basics activity. In this activity, you're going to be using white construction paper, a ruler, a pencil, crayons, pencil sharpener, eraser, and one of your model trees. In this activity, we're going to learn how to use a coordinate grid, and we're going to understand how to find a location on the grid. We're going to start by creating a Y and X axis, and the Y axis is going to be drawn from top to bottom here. So we have from here to here. That would be our Y axis. And then we're going to draw an X axis, which will be drawn from left to right. Okay, so we're going to draw the X axis, and we're going to draw it about halfway there. So we have the X axis. So once we have our Y and X axis, we're going to divide these into 6 equal pieces. So we're going to use the inches side of the ruler, and I'm going to mark on the X axis every time I see a mark on the ruler for 1 inch. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to do the same for the Y axis. So I'll use my ruler again, and I'll make a mark every inch. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there we go. We have our X and Y markings. Now we're going to completely draw the grid. So what we're going to do is I will start at the last marking for the Y axis, and I can use my ruler and place my ruler right at the last marking on the Y axis, and then I will make a line that goes from 0 to 6 inches here. Okay, so we have that line there. Now we go to the X axis. On the last line that we marked on the X axis, I will use the ruler, start there, and start at 0 inches and make a line until I hit the 6 inches here. Okay, so we have a square. Now I'm going to extend the lines on the Y axis. So this line will be extended this way, and the next line, and the next line, until we extend all of the markings. So let me go ahead, extend this one. Okay, so I've extended all the lines on the Y axis. So I extended them this way. Now I'm going to extend these this way on the X axis. So let's go ahead, make that extension. And the last one. And there you have it. We have a grid, we have y-axis, x-axis, and we have our grid drawn out. So the next step here is that I'm going to number our x-axis and y-axis. So I will start at where both the y-axis and the x-axis meet. So this is 0 point here. And then I'm going to continue on the x-axis. So I will start here and say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. And then I will also do the same for the y-axis. So we have 0, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now that we have our x and y axis and our grid drawn out, we're going to start practicing how to locate a point on this coordinate grid. So first thing we'll do is we'll draw a circle. The circle, I will place it at the intersection of these two lines. So I have this circle, and I want to know what is the location of that circle. The way to label the location of that circle is by looking at the x-axis first and then the y-axis. So we will look at the x-axis first, and we will count how far we go across to the right. So we go from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3, 4, 5, and then we are close to the circle here. Okay, so now we travel to the right 5 places, and then we want to travel up. How many places do we have to travel up? Well, that's when we're traveling up, we're traveling on the y-axis. So we're gonna count from here to here to here to here. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So we traveled up 3 places. Okay, remember we traveled 5 places on the x-axis, so we have 5 places on the x-axis. And then our second travel was 3 places. So we have 5, 3. This point here is what is also called an ordered pair. So we use ordered pairs in order to find the location on a grid. And generally we have a x, which is the 5. X always comes first. And then we have y, and that is our ordered pairs. Next, we're going to be not locating a circle, we're going to be locating a model tree. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our model tree, and we're actually also going to grab some clear glue. Okay, and then you're going to choose where it is that you want to place your model tree. So I think I'll place mine here. So I'm going to add a bit of glue here. So and then I'll place the tree on that amount of glue. And then I'll have to hold it for a while so that it actually stays. So let's hold this tree for some time so it actually stays in place. Okay, so next what we're going to do is just lay the tree gently, and we want to make sure that the tree trunk is still pointing to the location we want it, so that's here. Okay. All right, so now we're going to find that location on the coordinate grid. So again, we use the x-axis to find first the x ordered pair. So we were going to count from 0 to 1 to 2, so that's our x. So this tree here is going to be located on, we write the ordered pairs here. So we found the x-axis. Now we're going to travel up on the y-axis. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So we travel up 3 places to get to the tree. And that is written there. So the location of the tree is at 2 on the x-axis and 3 on the y-axis. In this activity, you learned how to use the coordinate grid and how to find locations on that grid.